from drivers, right? At 11 p.m., answering emails all times, right? Also flying all the time. And so I had to acknowledge and say to myself, I'm tired, and there has to be a smarter way, right? I think that is so crucial to achieving the small things that lead to success, right? So what was really important to me was focusing on this regimen to say, well, how do we get back on track, right? Number one was refocus. There are a lot of things that happen on a day-to-day basis, right? And in order to focus, sometimes we just have to say, I don't care about that right now. This is my objective, right? Refocusing means channeling our energies to that one task, right? We try to multitask, it just doesn't work that well, right? When we multitask, we try to do a lot of things at once, we're not focusing on anything, and everything comes out kind of bleh, right? So refocusing allowed me to figure out the most efficient ways to spend my time and to get things done. Whenever I joined a new company, I realized there's so much I have to learn, right? When I joined Uber, man, there's like 30 emails, like, you gotta log into this system, this password, you gotta learn this, here's a training system, by the way, there's a meeting next week you have to fly to. It's like, whoa, what is going on, right? Didn't make any sense. But refocusing and then prioritizing, what are the most important things right now, right? And then knocking them out one by one. And that actually was a success, right? Each of those small things, knocking out, was a success. The next thing, recharge. So, how many of you are tired right now? In some way or form. Don't lie, come on, put your hands up. Be honest, I'm tired, just got off a flight. Okay, balance is really important, right? So if you're working 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day, find a way to balance your life, right? Balance does not just mean, hey, I'm gonna go sleep or I'm just gonna go play, right? Find the things that actually help you recharge, that they give you energy. Sometimes that might be seeing someone you haven't seen in a very long time, right? Sometimes it might be exercise. Sometimes it might be sleep. And this is actually something that's really hard to do, right? Especially as we're young, we're really ambitious, right? We have a lot of goals, right? Some of you want to have your own company, and the more that I've stepped into these roles of running cities, balance has become more and more important, right? And finding ways to recharge. Because when you are fully charged, then you are your best. And then you can focus, right? And you deliver amazing results, right? So even Superman has his weakness, right? And recharging doesn't happen in 1 hour, right? You're not like an iPhone battery, right? Doesn't make any sense. So you guys know the clips like when Superman has the kryptonite put on him, and he like falls down, he takes some time to get up, right? He doesn't just hop up, okay? So you think about recharging as that kind of process, right? Sometimes it might take a week, 2 weeks, it might take 6 months. But that's okay, as long as you're taking those small steps to get there. And along the way, you're refocusing on what's actually important to you, right? And able to achieve your objectives. And the final thing is rebound. So rebound means to bounce back, right? To get back in here. So how is that different from recharge? Who wants to volunteer? No? Anyone know what rebound means in this context? Yeah?
We come back to work after you recharge.
Come back to work. So there's like a few ways of coming back to work, right? There's the way like I just came off vacation and I sit on my chair and I'm like, damn, I'm back. Right? Or you come in and you're super pumped. you're really excited, right? You're excited at every single challenge that you're ready to face, right? Because not only you're like recharged, you're overcharged, right? You're focused, and you're like, I was gonna say something, but bleep stuff up, right? You're ready to get shit done, basically. And that's an awesome attitude to have, right? It's contagious to other people. When you work with someone who's rebounding, right, and they're super focused, they're pumped, you feel the same way, right? And there's a lot of synergy that happens from that. So rebound means after you've refocused, after you recharge, right, get back in the game with enthusiasm, right? Show people kind of how ready you are to take advantage of the opportunities that are right in front of you, right? And to be honest, when people feel that you are focused, right, and you can rebound, you have a lot of that energy, they're looking for people just like you, all right? The reason why I was asked to launch, besides the fact that they thought I was kind of crazy, was because they said, hey, you're young, you've been doing this for a while, and you're not dead yet, right? So why launch instead of being an operations manager, being a marketing manager? Because launch takes so much energy, right? So much energy. And if you're able to launch over and over again, it means you figured out something to kind of keep that energy up, right? And also to inspire your team members, to make them do things as crazy as you're doing, right? To make them say, hey, I'm gonna be this one person who's gonna answer 2,000 emails in a week because we wanna build this awesome product, right? So now that you're back on track, right? Cruising along, right? After coming back from Bali, I was like, yes, back to Vietnam, super excited, always happy to be back here. I was thinking, okay, what's the final thing, right? What's the final thing that leads to any kind of success, right? And success is not an endpoint, right? I'm not going to tell you it's a journey, but it's not an endpoint, right? In Buddhism, they say, the minute you realize that you are enlightened, that's when you are not enlightened, right? So the minute you stop and say, I'm successful, I win, hands down, game over, shut down, then you probably have a lot longer way to go, right? Because there's millions of other people who have come to that stage. So don't be too comfortable with your own success, right? Put it in another context, think about your parents, right? If you are all here today, you all are here today, then your parents have done a great job, right? Very proud of them, be happy. But your parents didn't say, hey, you know, Son is 10 years old now. I'm so happy, I'm successful, I'm a successful parent, so I'm just gonna stop parenting now, right? No way, right? Once Son got to 10 years old,